So podcast listeners, we don't have a dumbest bill in America, but we have a dumbest last segment. And we call this AOC economics. You got that right.
Yeah, I almost
AOC
forgot
economics.
we were doing this. Let's bring it on.
And this is our last segment, AOC economics. Here's AOC's plan for solving the post office financial crisis. Yes, the post office, every time you mail a piece of mail, like a letter, and you drop it in a post office box, or you go into the post office in person and drop it in their box inside, the post office loses money because the American taxpayers subsidize that mail delivery. Now, there would be an easy way to fix that. It would be called increasing the price of the stamps required to be able to mail something that's just a regular piece of mail.
There's also a archaic law that was passed about a decade ago, whereas the United States Postal Service,
USPS.
The USPS has to have across the board same rate service for everything that they offer. So no matter where you live in the United States and where you're sending a piece of mail, it has got to cost you 50 cents or 55 cents to send
No matter
a letter.
what.
No matter what. Which, if you know anything about supply chain logistics, you know that the longer you send something through the mail, the more expensive it is to process that mail. You know, you're sending a piece of mail from...
But they could fix that. They could fix that by saying, let's say you're mailing something that's
I'm saying that, but it's not fixed. It's one of the contending reasons why the USPS is failing.
But it would be easy to
because of
fix,
these terrible
right?
policies.
It would
And
be
there's
really
a
easy to
lot of
fix.
very easy fixes.
Amen to that. So AOC economics, she decided that since mail-in voting is a thing this election, and that she's really concerned about it, about whether the post office is going to be viable to be able to fulfill its duties on all of these pieces of mail, she has a fix for it. And we have AOC economics for you, AOC 101, and here's the clip.
Hello, everyone. I have been thinking about ways to help you help the post office. And I think I've got an idea, and I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. So one of the best ways to support the post office is to buy stamps. What do you all think? Would you guys be down and excited if I set up a national progressive pen pal program? Do all the work of connecting you to somebody else. We would offer maybe some conversation prompts or postcard prompts, and even like a printable postcard format. You just send it out. Would you guys be down? Do you like that idea?
Would you be down as a millennial?
Oh my God!
To buy
you know what
lots
the
of stamps,
worst part is
so that we can write each other, and all that buying of stamps will prop up the post office.
the worst
Why
part
won't
is
that work?
The worst part is so many millennials would probably sign up for that.
I
Yeah,
know.
I want to be part of the AOC pen pal program. That sounds so cool.
Because I want to like totally support the post office because I want to make sure that Donald Trump doesn't get reelected.
Irony, though, is a cruel mistress. That this is the very reason the post office is failing. She would actually be exacerbating the issue.
Explain why.
So the USPS loses money on long-distance certified mail. There is only one product that the USPS offers that they actually make money on, and it is light packaging. Everything else, they operate at a loss. And so you can buy, stamps at an increased cost, but if you all want to start sending mail across the country, they're going to lose money.
It'll actually cause
It'll cause
her proposal,
them money.
AOC economics will actually cause the post office
To lose money. Yes, it's funny because increased volume of mail doesn't actually help the USPS, reduce its margins. It actually kind of further exacerbates them. It's funny. It's just AOC economics. I mean, that's what a Boston University economics degree gets you guys.
But and I got to say this, it's just so funny to me that the way she talks about it, it's like Valley Girl. It's like, and oh my God, we can just write each other.
We can be pen pals.
And we can all buy lots of stamps and then put them on, and that's going to solve the problem. So that way, when we go to mail our ballots, they won't go out of business.
The economics of it's also hilarious in that she's actually explaining in a roundabout way the exact reason why the USPS is also failing. I mean, there's a million reasons why the USPS is not a solvent, program. Because nobody sends mail anymore. Nobody writes letters. The USPS is only good for sending grandma her coupons in the mail. That's really all the purpose they serve.
Or in my case, we sent wedding invitations by mail because that's the traditional way, and it's kind of
that
cool.
ain't going to sustain a whole industry or
Agreed.
a whole program.
Agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
I mean, most.
So charge what it should really cost.
Charge what it'll cost,
and we're good with that.
Or Garrick's, probably going to bite him on the butt when he runs for office 30 years from now. Proposal is you let the post office be privatized. The FedEx already does a great job. UPS does a great job. They're in the green. They run on great margins and they do great service and they're more reliable. Amazon, look at the way they do shipping. They took the post office for a ride for a long time, but now they do their own,
Your
logistics.
problem is you haven't taken the AOC economics course.
You're right,
That's
Mark.
the problem.
I am thinking about this way too logically.
You really are.
I am. Oh.
And that's it for Mark and the Millennials. This is Mark Fisher. Thank you to our millennial, Garrick Ross, and of course our producer, Adam Coutura, and our assistant producer, Christopher Hopkins. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and our website. See you next time.